Do you guys know who Jesse Falcon is?
Hell yeah, I know who Jesse Falcon is.
What if I told you he just finished doing the voiceover for our Kickstarter
Oh, that's
video?
awesome, man.
Yeah, so I need to redo the video, add some more Ken's art that he completed,
Uh-huh.
and we'll have a much better Kickstarter video. Because
Oh,
the guy we hired to do it right now, oh my god, he's garbage. So,
Oh, we're live, right?
yeah.
we're
Well, it's me, so no.
we're going live to IG right now, and we are on. All right,
Okay.
guys. So, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to a very special edition of Toy Addicts Anonymous. And today we're joined by Jason and James uh, from the Brutal Realm action figure Kickstarter program that just kicked off this past Tuesday. So, really excited to get things popping. Talk about this new toy line that's really exciting. It looks awesome. The prototypes look badass. And yeah, we're popping. We got a lot of people joining in. Anybody that has questions for James or Jason about the Kickstarter, feel free to put them in the comments here. Um, so before anything, obviously this is a Thundercats IG, so we got to talk some Thundercats. And there was a lot of Thundercats news this week. A lot of expected stuff and some very unexpected surprises. So, one of the main things that I wanted to bring up was the reveal of the Super 7 exclusives. And, we knew for a while now that there was going to be two exclusives, right? The last time I talked to Brian on my Thunder chat, he mentioned one was going to be on hand at Comic-Con, and the other one was supposed to be this year's Comic-Con exclusive, but what they were doing is taking pre-orders and shipping towards the end of the year. I thought it was two items, but it actually turned out it's three items. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up real quick. And did you guys already see the Super 7 reveals?
I saw Mumra with the light up eyes. I saw Lionel with the light up eyes, and the ghost of what's his name? Groom.
Ghost of
Green, Ghost of Green.
Ghost of
Yeah,
Green,
the,
yeah.
the destroyer. Yeah.
Yeah, looking good, looking good. I wonder because of the electronics if that head just swivels and there's no
Ooh, yeah.
like it can't be, it's not on a hinge or anything because I don't know because they do have big hair, so there might be
Right.
enough space for the electronics in the head, but there might not be. So I wonder if it's just on a swivel like the Sentinel kind of was, you know.
Very, very good points, and we're definitely going to get into that. Let me just pull up the
Oh,
images.
sorry, I always get ahead of myself.
Nah, no worries. All right, let's see. Are we seeing it here? Okay.
Yeah, I could see.
I can see your page.
All right. So let me just separate it here. All right. So this is the big reveal. We're getting these Rankin Bass. Well, the Mumra is not new in any way. The Mumra is basically a retooling. They're just basically, I guess, opened a chasm in the chest and put a lighting source inside. But that's really awesome nonetheless because it's an actual light and it's not like a glow in the dark or black light type feature. And then there's also lights on the eyes, and that's like a big nod to the original LJN toys, which would actually light up when you would put on the ring and push the little button, the metal chasm in the back. So that's a really cool thing. I'm hoping that because of the new light up feature, the price is not going to be higher because Mumra was already expensive as it is. He was $75, I believe, when he first came out. But what I love is they're justifying the price and the release in the sense that there's modifications. He looks, I want to say, a little more on the ultramarine green kind of tune accurate colors. And they've tweaked some of the other colors on the clothing as well. the skirt, and they've added new accessories. He's got that urn, he's got the medallion, and he's also got a painted tongue. I believe. I don't know if that's a new head.
I think so. I could
It
grab
looks like,
mine.
it looks like his head is a little bit like his mouth is probably open a little more.
Yeah.
Some people said it was just the tongue was painted,
Mhm.
but it could be a brand new head. Would make sense because they have to do the lighting source, you know. Also, the snakes on the head are not purple; they have red heads, and they're like a dark ultramarine blue. And
Like
then
the toy. Yeah.
right, and then he brings a
Oh
sword.
yeah.
So that's a really cool, thing. I'm not a big fan of this right here, but it's cool that they're going back to the slip covers. A lot of people were like, "Oh, what's going on with the slip covers?" I haven't seen any slip covers in a while, but I'm not a fan of this design. What do you guys think of these slip covers?
It's a very stylistic, simplistic design, which is, I mean, it looks interesting. It looks cool.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
can
I
see
think
what you're
it.
saying, though. I can see what you're saying about not really caring for it too much.
yeah. This, on the other hand, is really cool. The fact that they put him in the opening, like
Yeah,
sitting in his tomb.
yeah.
You know,
The tomb graphics is really cool.
that's something that's a long time coming. I'm hoping they're working on a Mumbra's Tomb playset soon.
Yes.
But for now, we'll have to do with this cardboard dial slash packaging. But nonetheless, it's a really cool figure. Um, Again, I'm hoping we'll get more details at Comic Con, but I'm hoping this thing doesn't get closer into the $90 just because of the lighting and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Because Super 7 tends to hike up the price when they do the glow in the dark turtles and stuff like that. So
Mm.
this is a light up function, and I'm sure there's going to be some button in the back and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm just hoping the price isn't going to be too steep.
Well, if they're going the route of the other SDC exclusive, I mean, that Lionel was like on clearance down the road.
Mm.
Oh, the frozen
That's right.
line.
Frozen line. Oh yeah.
Also, the bat you can buy the bat in Walmart.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, what they're doing with GI Joe is, I think Brian spoke. I think it was the latest conversation with Beebs that used to be in the Foosh. Brian mentioned that GI Joe is going straight to retail now, so it's not going to be a pre-order anymore. Apparently, they're going to have GI Joe. The GI Joe Ultimates line is going to be at Walmart.
No, but what I'm saying is like the SDCC exclusive bat was in Walmart.
The exclusive deco. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, because Walmart has been they found a spot to carry Super 7 stuff, and Walmart's taken a bunch of the stuff from their warehouse off their hands. But going forward, it looks like they're doing away with pre-orders for GI Joe Ultimates, and it's gonna be like, kind of like how Hasbro does classifieds now, where you're just gonna wait and the stuff is gonna be at Walmart. But it's only gonna be at Walmart apparently. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that line. I'm a fan of the fact that they're doing cartoon inspired designs, but
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the QC and the lack of movement on these figures.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you there. I love the way they look. If anybody knows me, I love the cartoon look of figures like the Marvel Legends What If series. I love the cartoon look of that.
Yeah,
And the GI Joes, Super Sevens Ultimates, they look great, but the lack of movement. And I don't have any of the GI Joes, and I don't know. I can't speak for the QC, but I can speak for QC on some of my Thundercats. Like right out of the box, my Wily Cat head, the base of the neck broke as I was popping that off the switch, just broke. So yeah, the QC probably, if it's the same on the GI Joes, then definitely.
Yeah, I have the Joes, and I mean, so far I have 3 of the Joes. I have the Snake Eyes, I have the Cobra Commander, and I have
Mhm.
Duke. So far, no issues with them. But like we were talking last time, remember, Jason? And we were talking like, okay, so pretty much our desire and we're pretty much on the same page.
Yeah.
We're pretty much like at the same age range, and we
Hmm.
like pretty much the same stuff. So I was talking to Jason like, man, I wish we were talking like we wish Super 7 put less effort in the packaging and more effort in the actual articulation and the figure itself.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. Very much
Hey,
so.
Steve Mank is in the house. Steve
what's up,
Mank,
Steve?
really good friend of the channel. What's going on, Steve? He just
Great
recently
photographer.
a toy shop, and he's doing really good.
Oh, nice.
Articulated Empire.
Yeah, Articulated Empire.
I
Yeah.
was trying to figure out how to share the live on our Instagram as a live as well, but
I don't know if you can do it when it's IG. I know that when it's on YouTube.
oh no, you can do it on IG. You can
Oh, you
ask to
can?
join.
IG you can too.
Yeah,
I'm just a rookie at this IG platform. I used to always stream with YouTube, so it's that's good to know because
I think because you did it through StreamYards, and that's why I can't.
Oh,
do it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're
If we
right.
had joined through Instagram, it would be on all of our accounts as
I
a
can
live.
try it next time. The only thing with the straight IG live, I don't think we would be able to share images and stuff like that. We
Oh.
would just be straight talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, you're right. You're correct.
Good point. Yeah.
Sorry,
That,
I'm getting us off
IG
track.
doesn't have the tools for
Yeah,
that.
but we need to show the brutal realm stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. So I wanted to focus on that, but so yeah, here's the Lionel, and this thing just came out of nowhere.
That I'm excited.
This is the definitive Rankin Bass cartoon based Lionel. Period. This beats the Mezco, which till now was my favorite interpretation, which was, I don't know if you guys ever seen those, the 15-inch
Hmm.
Mezco Roto. But this right here, man, incredible. Now, unfortunately, they're sticking to the original traditional Ultimates articulation. I know it's going to be pinless. It's a brand new body from the head down, but this looks amazing. I love that windblown effect on the hair. I absolutely love the one where the hair peaks up in the middle.
Yeah.
You know? But it's funny, I was talking to Brian about doing Lionel and maybe having butterfly cuts added into the articulation so he could do this.
Oh my gosh.
That
I mean,
will
that's-
make a world of a difference.
Super 7's going to do that in 15 years.
No, I think the only way I see Super 7 doing it, and I thought about it after our chat, is for them to include an alternate buck that you could pop on and it's already in a static pose.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see them doing that.
I don't see them.
I kind of like what they did with the the arm articulation here. I mean, it's not my favorite because it's single jointed yet still, but I think that arm will have a little bit more range.
It could, and the diaphragm. The diaphragm's awesome because anybody that owns the Super 7 or the Mattel ones,
if it works,
you could clearly see behind the figure through the slit of the diaphragm.
Wow.
And that's old like Mattel, because let's be honest, Super 7 hasn't done Lionel. That was basically a repurposed tooling from the Mattel Lionel that they just added some new stuff to some years ago. But overall, the body was a Mattel designed figure. This right here, on the other hand, is brand new, 100% Super 7, and it's really going to kind of tell us if they're listening to the fans, if they care about the QC once we get this in hand.
It's got to be able to crunch forward a little bit. It's got to have some lean to, and it looks like those bicep joints at the elbow are the type, as I was saying earlier, like the Marvel Legends Hulk, where the pin goes through and it rotates at the elbow. So that's a great amount of articulation.
Pretty similar to Mezco Conan.
Yeah,
Conan. And hopefully the head scope has better head articulation.
Yeah. It looks like the arm is going to be. It looks same bicep swivel with an elbow swivels. That always kind of bothers me because it's, I mean, you're getting two swivels. Like, why not just keep the bicep swivel and add a double joint there?
Right.
Because I just don't see the point of it. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a different style, but I think it looks cool.
No, it
You
does
know,
definitely look
yeah.
cool.
Well,
Yeah.
according to Brian Flynn, only Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fans from the '90s, no, from the 2000s, are expecting double
Oh
joint
my god, dude.
articulation on figures.
Yeah, I
So,
remember. I remember
I
that
don't know where he
interview.
gets his facts from, but I don't know.
I, re-
But
I remember that interview.
What
yeah,
interview was that? Was that with Foosh? I mean Veebs?
no, it was me. I have something called the Thunder Chat, and
Okay.
and I talk to Brian every once in a while when he's available. I'm
Mm,
trying to set something up for right after Comic Con so we can talk about all this
mm.
stuff. But yeah, one thing that's really completely off, and it's interesting that they included it with, is the Jade Dragon artifact. I know it's a treasure of Thundera, but
Yeah.
it's more leaning towards Hachiman as an accessory
Hmm.
than Lion-O. So it's interesting to see that they put it in here. Now, my buddy Eggman, which runs We Want More Thundercats, he had a chat with Brian about a year back, and he mentioned how come Hachiman didn't bring the Jade Dragon. So it almost seems like, I guess,
Yeah.
Brian figured out that that was a mistake, and he wanted to find a way to get that accessory out into our hands, which
Oh
it's
wow.
cool, you
Now,
know. Not
Jorge,
a
I got a question.
yeah,
That head, the alternate head, like the two heads are like light up future because I would love to have like a regular eye
that's
lion.
something I was gonna get to also. That's a miss. But all these things are strategies, guys. You know, like if we've been collecting toys, these things should not surprise us. That means there's another Lion-O
Coming.
planned. And as
Hmm.
I've spoken with Brian, he's mentioned this so many times, there can never be enough Lion-Os. Every year or so, there's going to be people that are like, "Oh, I missed out on Lion-O. Can you bring them out again?" So people are always going to buy Lion-Os. Not maybe not everybody, but this figure right here is a justified purchase. It's
Yeah, I would
basically
100% buy
it's an
this.
upgrade, basically, from
Yeah.
anything that's come out from them so far.
Yeah, the
But yeah,
Mumra, I don't. The Mumra, I don't think so, but the Lionel definitely.
well, the Mumra for me is gonna be a mint in box piece. I don't
Mm.
think I'm gonna buy another Mumra and open it.
Yeah.
Uh, and if I do, I'll repackage him. It's just when it's like variants or recolors and stuff like that, I just can't. I don't have all that shelf space, and I don't want to have multiple renditions of a character side by side. I want to have
Yeah.
like my definitive versions of the characters and make a badass diorama. Like when I get my Cat Slayer in October, I'm gonna definitely strategize how I want to display my figures and whatnot. But
Yeah.
You're
I
gonna
think,
you're gonna strategize if you're gonna be inside your house or the cat slayer inside your house.
Yeah, yeah, that thing's gonna be huge.
dude, I don't know. Well, the good thing is I have a lot of space in this office, so it's probably just gonna sit on the floor for now. It just sucks that when if you want to play with the back part, like I said, if I had a home, a big home, I would put it on, like I would design like a really awesome custom Lazy Susan that has the Thundercats logo on it, and I would just spin that fucker around. So I could just be like front, party in the
Oh
back, party in the front, party in the
This
yeah.
might be a free idea for Brian Flynn, but tell me what you would think if they did a more toyetic Thunder Tank, more like the version we had as kids that was smaller, and I don't know if it could fit under the
Compact
paw.
version.
Yeah, a compact version that might
Hmm.
be able to fit on. I don't know if there's enough room for even a toyetic version of the Thunder Tank, but I
Yeah,
don't.
I think it's tricky because I mean I saw Cat Slayer in person at PowerCon. Me and Carlos saw it there, and this thing is massive. But still, the paws of the Cat Slayer are like there's no way. I don't think you could even fit the original '80s Thunder.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh
it's
really?
it's
wow.
Wow, it's
huge.
that
But what
small?
they did with the actual, I don't know if you guys ever seen the cat slayer live? No.
No, I
So
haven't.
what they did pretty much was like the same type of uh, style Four Horsemen did um, with the Castle Grayskull,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah, yeah.
That it gives you the impression that it's way bigger,
Yeah, it
Right.
is, yeah.
right? So that's pretty much the style they went. I mean, don't make me wrong, it's humongous. I mean, the
Mm.
size of the head. Imagine
It's
the head is bigger than Jorge's head.
yeah.
Oh,
So
oh
so
man, shots fired.
and it's huge. It's impressive.
That's big.
I'm
But
short. I'm not like
the actual path, I
Hmm.
don't think they're gonna be able to fit. I mean, you may you may create something like you said, like something smaller. Maybe
Hmm.
I will say 3 3/4 style Thunder Tank will fit there.
Ooh,
yeah.
I'd be
That's
down for that. I'd be
yeah,
down for a
a three
1/18
and three quarter,
scale. Yeah, I'd be down
a
for
three and
that.
three quarter.
As long as it came with 1/18 scale Thundercats too. I'd be down for that.
You never know. Like with the O-ring GI Joes that they're doing, they might want to transition and open up a Thundercat subline with O-ring if it does well. You
What they
know,
need to do is Thundercats like origin style. That would be
Oh,
dope in my opinion.
Origins like
Yeah,
Like Masters of the
5.5.
Universe Origins.
Yeah, 5.5 style
oh yeah, I get
Thundercats.
you. So the more like kind of squat,
Yeah,
uh, muscular type of buck.
yeah, with
They didn't
increased
do
articulation like
they didn't
origin.
they didn't do anything of that.
Funko did like a subline for
yeah, Funko did.
Thundercats.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
made like six figures, but
Hmm.
in my opinion, it looked like shit.
They
Oh,
did.
they were
They did.
good.
They weren't that good.
I
No.
remember the pecs, the actual um, the articulation on the hips. Those pecs were breaking
Oh,
all the time.
oh
Mhm.
Yeah,
my
Funko
gosh.
Funko tried to do action figures and it didn't go
Yeah,
well.
they use clear pegs for their joints,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
and it,
that kind of like white type of plastic,
yeah, it breaks
Super
sure.
so
brittle.
easily. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
super
the
brittle.
Rocketeer, I was gonna
so
buy the
brittle.
Rocketeer, and it breaks, so I didn't get it. But yeah, that's Funko. Hey,
Yeah. What can you expect?
okay.
Mhm.
It's Funko. They do pops. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, I mean, Mondo is Funko, so and they're
Well, the
doing.
different, yeah, but Mondo is like they're in bed with Funko now,
Oh yeah,
but Mondo was its own entity.
mm.
So they had their own creative
They
process.
look like they're their own entity because what they're doing is
Oh, dude, yeah,
a
Yeah.
whole
we're
nother
we're gonna
level.
talk about that as well. But
No,
yeah,
yeah,
this
they're
is the
their own thing.
packaging. This is the packaging for the Lionel. I think it looks really badass. I think it's cool that they did the packaging. At one point, Mattel had come up with this concept where the package was going to be the mouth of Cat Slayer and the figures were going to be in the window.
Ooh, that's
Um,
Oh yeah.
cool.
so it's cool that
That's
they
pretty
kind
cool.
of visited that. I'm thinking not every figure because most of the figures are really good, but they revisit Tigra, the main cats, and stuff like that, and make them look more Rankin Bass with pinless joints.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm all in for it. And if it has
Same.
this kind of package, I'm all in.
And
They
if they
need to
have
revisit
additional
Groom.
accessories too, then because I'm a sucker for accessories, different. You get to release the same figure with different accessories. I'm all over it.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, that's the key thing. If you keep bringing them out with the same crap, people are not going to want to buy them.
Yeah.
But if you justify the purchase with new
Hmm.
heads, new gimmicks, it makes
Yep.
total sense.
I need a new Groom.
A
Yeah.
Groon.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
we all need a new Groon. So speaking of Groon, this is the official San Diego 2024 Comic Con exclusive. This is going to be available not in person, but you can pay for it apparently at the booth, and then they'll ship it directly to you from their Napa warehouse in California. So it's not going to be on hand at the show, but you can purchase it first there, and then on Monday, all remaining stock will be available at super7.com for purchase. This is a really cool figure. It's a cool gimmick. Again, not sure if I will open him, but I have Ghost Jaga open, so maybe it'll be a cool display to have them, doing the battle in the skies kind of thing. But yeah, like Carlos said, this guy definitely needs a total redo. And he's such a badass character that
My favorite character out of all the Thundercats franchise, and
Wow.
they screw it with him, dude.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
so that needs to happen for sure.
Mhm.
And the one last thing about Thundercats, yesterday, Mondo had a live stream on their YouTube channel, and they were talking about all their Comic-Con exclusives, and they have so much stuff. I mean, as far as action figures are concerned, I believe there's only two. One is the classic comic edition Cyclops from X-Men '97, and then
Yep.
they are doing. They got the
Which looks amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those look good.
they got that really cool new recolor of the Stranger Things. What's it called? The
Not Vecna, the
Parademon?
monster?
The what is that called?
it's a it's something demon, but I just can't get
That monster, dude.
that.
Oh, the one that the face opens up?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah.
looks like a flower.
Yeah. The
Yes.
monster. Who
And,
knows?
that's done by our good friend James Groman, which is an amazing artist. He's been doing toys since we were basically in our underoos. So the guy
That's kind of weird.
is
So yesterday? Wait, what?
the guy is a veteran in the toy industry, and he
He's
is
such
still
a great guy.
amazing. He's been such a good mentor for me because I've been trying to get into the toy industry myself, and he's
Is
been
that
so
right?
helpful, so instrumental. Absolutely, and it's finally. I can't say too much right now, but I'm finally officially within the toy industry, working, and super excited for everybody to find out what I've been working on. And also we have a collaboration with Brutal Realm that
Oh, what?
he gets to see the light of day. But I'm pretty confident it will. It's an awesome concept that we came up with. It was like out of nowhere kind of thing. But yeah, I'll definitely let the Brutal Realm folks release that information when they feel it's appropriate. But exciting nonetheless. But aside from that, I have a very big would say responsibility for keeping some stuff looking really tight. And we'll be seeing and hearing more of that hopefully by the end of the year. But it's super exciting. Carlos knows what it is, so he knows how freaking with this shit, and yeah, it's incredible. But
Carlos, tell
yeah,
me in the chat what it is.
no, I signed an NDA, brother. It's like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did
So
we make you sign an NDA? I don't think we did.
no. We
gotta go back to legal.
We got a DM NDA. So
where's my
let's
rocket
see.
lawyer?
That's what we use.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Okay, let me see. Here it is. It's gonna pop up here. It's Wednesday. Here it is. It's the Demogorgon. The vinyl.
Dema. Yes.
Demogorgon.
Demogorgon. Yeah.
Demogorgon.
This is called the 80s Fever variant, and that's a badass piece. But so again, going back to the live stream, so they did a couple of sneak peeks, and towards the end of the live stream, Hector Arce, which is a senior creative director, he busted out with the Sword of Omens.
Oh,
Is going to be held by the 1/6 scale Lionel.
hey,
So that's going to be on display at SDCC at their booth, along with all the accessories. And if you guys have seen my post, that thing comes with so much stuff, man. Like, I had a little bit of creative influence towards that figure, in the sense of what it comes with and stuff like that. But it's phenomenal, man. It's better than I would have expected it to be. They included the ceremonial crown. a cape.
Wow.
You
Good
know,
lord.
it comes with snarf. I
Oh,
mean,
what?
it's got.
That's
You
not.
haven't seen this thing?
No, I have not seen it.
I've only
Oh
seen
yeah,
the
it's
sword.
crazy. It's insane.
I've only seen the sword. That's a smart move by Mondo, because Motu, they're everyone's excited about that, and they're killing it, and other Marvel lines as well. So Thundercats is just a natural progression.
Yeah.
of
Oh man,
The Orco looks amazing. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I almost got it. It's like I can't get
Dude,
into the 1/6 scale.
I got rid of all my
Hey, I
1/6
figured out how to do
Ultimate
it.
figures,
oh you
and
got it. You're sharing
Request
on
to
yours.
join. Yeah.
Awesome.
like because it's like way too much space for me.
Yes, exactly.
So I as Jorge, I had everything. I have Panther, Battle Cat, everything, and I got rid of everything, dude.
Oh man.
It was too much. It
Yeah.
was too much. Like 1/6 is way too much for me.
Yeah. And I didn't like that they also had, I mean, they're bigger figures, so you can put more articulation into them, but they only have the single joints, and that's one of my biggest gripes is I just can't
So here
support
it is,
single
guys.
joints.
Jorge, do you see the request to join from
Oh,
Brutal
look at
Realm?
that.
Look
Let
at
me
that.
Is it on supposed to be on my IG or supposed
Yeah,
to?
yeah, it should be in the chat.
All right. let me
Request
see.
to join. Yeah, I sent it. Send a request. I
Oh,
think I did. Maybe it's not working. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Thought I figured out how to do it. There it is.
You guys seeing this?
Yeah.
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 Crazy, right?
It is crazy. Those are a lot of accessories.
Check out
Holy
the
crap.
concept art. Hold on.
Is the Snarf going to be articulated?
No, I don't think so. But look at that.
I think he's gonna have
My
like
God.
just like a swivel head.
He's even gonna come with like a removable energy effect that you could put on the Sword of Omens from when it's powered up.
Wow. And look at the claw. There's the claw shield with the chain.
He's got two claw shields. He's got the furry one, and
Oh,
he's
that's
got
right.
the
I've seen this.
cartoon metallic looking one.
Yeah, and
And
also the skirt. The skirt, I think the skirt is gonna be removable, right?
The skirt is going to be removable. So if you wanna show his underwear like the classic '80s version, you can do so.
So yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
wow.
Yeah, man. So let me stop sharing here.
It looks like that with the lower part looks like an early rendition of a character we were working on that we changed up the design a little
Mhm.
bit. I
Yeah.
I know some guys who have a toy company with a
Oh, I know
Ryan
a guy
character.
who knows a guy that
Yeah.
is doing something cool
And,
with that guy.
and when we were first designing it, our character had a lower area like that as well. That's a smart move to do to update the sculpt, to get them out of like underoos and into something more battle, ready.
What
Yeah.
I think Mondo's doing is awesome because rather than trying to replicate something 100%, what they're doing is they're basically reinventing it, still keeping a lot of the traditional looks and aesthetics. But I feel like when you look at these Mondo pieces, like what they've done with Motu, it's like what these things should look like in a feature film nowadays.
Right.
Yeah,
Or,
good point. Good
or
point.
yeah, like hardcore, pushing the design as
Mhm.
much detail as possible, super badass, And I think that's what they're gonna do with Thundercats, and it's looking awesome, man. I can't wait to see Lionel in person.
How's the
Uh,
articulation on those Mondo figures? I haven't. So I've sometimes seen
so
things where it doesn't like the diaphragm doesn't
They
move that
don't
well.
they don't move that. I mean, the initial figures, like He-Man, the basic bodies, they don't move well.
Mm.
But the latest, I think, is Skeletor body.
Skeletor,
They switched the body style on the Skeletor, and the Skeletor moved better on the torso. I need
Mhm.
to admit that a way better articulation on the torso, but still, the arms for my taste they're like too limited,
Mm.
like with that single joint.
Yeah.
And I think like having a 1/6 scale figures, you can do a little bit better with the
You can.
articulation,
You
especially
have so much more space to do it with.
especially coming. I don't know if you remember the Marvel Legends 12 inches Marvel
Oh
Legends
yeah, yeah, yeah.
from back in the days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, that articulation on those figures were insane.
They
Even
were
better
great.
than the 6-inch ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have
Nice.
Bobby Vala's Hulk figure that he did, and I have his Thor. Um,
Oh, he
and
made those?
yeah, I saw a video of him talking about
Oh,
the
the one
piece.
two the
He
one
made
six
the
one.
super big Hulk,
Yeah,
and he
I
made
have
Oh
the
those
Thor.
too.
wow!
Yeah.
Yeah, I have them both, and I have the Iron Man. I've modded those Iron Man men to be Sentinels and stuff.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah,
Well, like it's insane. Like the article, you like the Deadpool, the Wolverine, the Thor. I have the Thor,
yeah,
and man, they have the articulation those figures have is what Marvel Legends is doing now
yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
their
Hmm.
figures.
Yeah.
Yep.
That Thor head sculpt though,
Insane.
he looks like the lead singer of Creed or something, or Nickelback. I don't know what Bobby Val was doing back then.
He comes with two alternate heads, right?
Yeah.
I love what they
Well,
did. Like
alternate hair, I think it
you
Yeah.
is.
can remove the
Yeah.
helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have like the bearded head face and the no beard. Like it was so good, dude.
Yeah.
Like the two hammers,
Oh yeah, yeah. I love that figure when it came out.
soft good cape.
Mhm. Oh yeah, that soft goods cape. Yeah, it's very nice material too. It's good stuff. Yeah, and that Hulk is
Yeah,
beautiful. The
it's
body
super
has
good,
great
super good.
Yeah.
articulation. I've seen people take the head from like there was a cheaper Hulk figure that came out later on from the Gladiator movie, and they took
Mhm.
the big Gladiator Hulk head sculpt and put it on that body, and it looks perfect.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Anyway,
Oh
I've
wow.
derailed the conversation as usual.
That's cool, man. All right, so I think it's about time that we get brutal, right?
Ah,
Oh yeah, totally. Let's get brutal.
absolutely, absolutely.
So let's take a look at this awesome Kickstarter that's going on right now.
Thank you. Yeah, we're not even 1 week in. I don't think.
No, we're not.
So,
Just three
oh, we
days.
hit
Few
30,000. I
days.
didn't notice that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Few days.
Man, congrats. 30,164 is what I'm seeing on my
Tuesday, Wednesday,
side.
Thursday, yeah, 4 days. Yeah, we're
240.
feeling good.
Yeah, this is awesome, man. And you guys have it's a 45-day campaign, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's gonna do awesome. I think it's gonna fund with events and all these things happening. I don't think it really deters from stuff because I think there's people that go to cons and then there's a lot more people that stay home and can't go to the cons and they buy stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I for one this year I'm not super
Thank you, honey.
impressed with any of the exclusives. I think maybe Once a Man, Cobra
Mm.
Commander,
I
and,
wish I could
and,
get that.
and like the Super 7 stuff, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything else from anybody else that blows my mind. That's like, oh shit, I gotta get that.
Mm-hmm.
And then
See,
there's
I'm not getting anything to be honest with you.
Well,
nothing at all.
hopefully people feel like, hey, I'm going to spend this money now on Brutal Realm because, those figures will be there. No, they won't. But, you can help us out and we can bring a whole new toy line and much more.
My money goes to Brutal Realm.
Oh, my heart goes to you, Carlos, in a
Same. My heart goes to you,
strictly
man.
platonic way. Platonic.
No, man, it's awesome because it's really a cool toy line. What I love about this toy line is it's the beefy big dudes, right? But it's also the different ethnicities and race the respect to all of them. So we have Ogun, we have Crowman, and we have
Cronin.
what's the other?
Cronin.
Cronin.
Cronin. Yeah.
Cronin, and
Which means
the
king
other
in German.
barbarian, the European barbarian.
Warrior.
What's his name?
Yeah, they don't have names. We're doing new verbiage on the barbarians that they're warriors. They're like army builders. So we have the European warrior barbarian, we have the African warrior barbarian, and we have the Native American warrior barbarian. We just had some cool head sculpts that we got made, and we wanted them not to be wasted, and offer our body for army builders and people that, excuse me, that really want to build out a scene. So we thought that'd be a cool offering, and it looks like people like it. We're getting a decent amount of backers for that. Thankfully, people are more interested in our actual characters, which means the world to us because we put a lot of thought and time into the characters. Yeah, hopefully we can get some more characters unlocked. Chief Mato, the Great Khan, Owl King, the Shadar,
Uruk.
Yurik the
Yep.
Sumerian.
So our boy Steve says he wants to stock these at Articulated Empire. So Steve,
Absolutely.
hit them up via
We,
DM. See if you
we've
can work.
got reward tiers that are extremely discounted for um, a decent amount of having stock on that. Hopefully, we have something that that appeals to him.
Yeah, Steve has a Articulated Empire, which is like an online store.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
he carries some like different toy lines between like Savage Crucible, Mythic Legions, and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome!
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
he's a well known guy on the community, so it will be great. He's a great photographer,
Yeah,
especially.
he does awesome toy photography.
Yeah, and so yeah, great guy. I mean, you should talk to him because
Absolutely,
he will be great to add to the mix.
definitely.
All right,
Yeah.
so let's do an articulation breakdown because I think this is something, at least for me, I'm all about articulation. The more range of movement, and I guess because the artist in me, I always envision like dioramas or
That's a selling point, dude.
super crazy poses. Toy dynamic photography has come a long way in the past
Mm-hmm.
couple of years. People go all out, taking these figures outdoors, setting things up like if you're shooting a film, and so articulation is a huge bonus. And it's like if you're not doing dynamic articulation, you're not you're not really striving for success, I think, when you're doing toys. And that's my opinion. There's still some companies that feel like a lot of people want to just vanilla pose their figures, or they don't really care about the range of movement. But I think it's kind of like a standard now. It's an expected thing, you
Yeah.
know. um
I think even vanilla posers like the ability of their figure to move in ways, and also something that we want to push for is that people feel the desire to push their abilities in posing, to get our figures in hand and see that it can strike this two-handed sword holding pose. It can do this large Conan sword in the background, hand in the foreground pose, to really reimagine these poses that we known from our childhood and do them with something that's in our hands that,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly right.
I think the range of movement is awesome. And I'm glad you brought that point up because just before we started streaming, I'm working on something on the back end and I'm trying to look for some really cool dynamic poses for a sword fight, right?
Oh,
So I was looking at my figures, and the only figure that I've managed to get to hold a sword properly with two hands and not look dorky.
is a
Well,
Super 7?
no, not Super 7.
Oh,
It's
Yeah,
my snake eyes
yeah, Joe
Oh,
Classic.
foreshadow
Classified.
from
Yeah.
Classified. You
Yeah,
know, even
they're
though
masters of what they do. Those
they're
guys.
doing some awesome stuff,
Yeah.
They
but
do. Yeah.
the range of movement you guys have achieved with these big
Yeah.
beefy dudes is super impressive. Like the poses that you
Yeah,
guys have on the
we're following in their footsteps. Marvel Legends, GI Joe Classified, all these toy lines that have really Jada Toys, Mafex, Mezco, even have SH Figure Arts, blah 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 blah,
A
have
lot of
really
inspiration.
have really pushed the boundaries, and we're following their footsteps and trying to push the boundaries even further. Our figures have, in addition to like all the crazy articulation that like a Mafex figure has, it has additionally to that thigh cuts and shin cuts as well.
Right.
So we're trying to take it to a whole nother level and still offer it at a ridiculously low price. So hopefully people are willing to back us, because we're really trying to give you guys the world for the lowest price possible that we could possibly afford, and we're hoping the community comes out and supports us for it.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
it's really good that you touched that topic and you mentioned Mayfex, because today actually I was talking to one of my best friends who collect action figures also, and he was like, dude, I kind of like these figures because they have a similar body to the Dark Knight Returns style action figures, or actually the artwork, right? And I was like, exactly, like they look pretty similar to the Mayfex Batman and Superman,
Hmm.
and the
Yeah,
articulation
maybe.
they move pretty similar. The only thing is, like you said, like you guys went a step up, and we were talking about that. I was like, yeah, but look, Mayfix doesn't have this articulation and this articulation here, because I have Superman, and Superman doesn't have upper tight swivel, or the boot cut.
Right.
Also,
Nope. Yeah.
they don't.
And he
Nope.
doesn't come with all the accessories that our figures are gonna come with, and we're only charging half the price.
Yeah,
Half.
but the main thing, like, to me,
Theory.
and I want to ask you guys, like, because this is one of the questions people may have,
Yeah.
like, what was behind, because I remember you guys doing all these designs on Instagram, right? And
Hmm.
I start following you guys because I'm a huge Masters of the Universe fan since forever. Conan the Barbarian and all, like, those barbarian type of guys. And and I start following you guys and sharing your artwork and stuff. And then out of the blue, I was like, damn, they're gonna make a toy line. So what was the inspiration, the transition, or it was planned? It was already planned from the beginning when you were doing these designs. Like, what's all about Brutal Realm, the toy line, and the designs?
So it all started. Let me go back to the beginning. Jason, fill in where I forget point.
Oh, don't
Uh,
worry.
but we were both we were both trying to create our own action figure. Um, Mine was like this ape, I think, and then I tried to do like a mouse. It was weird. I had some stop motion ideas and thought, a figure could go well with them. And then Jason was working on dwarves, and we were comparing notes. And I was talking to a big Instagram friend of mine, Ribob Bolito, who like is just one of my favorite people to talk to online, and and I was just shooting. I'm always like just throwing ideas at him, and Erwin Papa's art for his Skeletor, like I just his insane proportions. I was like, oh man, this is so cool. And I tried to make it into a custom, and it was all right. And but I was like, man, why isn't there like, an even more extreme, body type? And I was thinking like crazy body size. And then as we got into it, and I started hitting up, I started trying to think of who would be interested in doing this toy line with me, because I was like, there needs to be like a big brutal barbarian figure. No one's doing it, and Jason was the first person that came to mind, because he was interested, and he loved my ideas, and I liked talking to him, and he seemed cool, and thankfully that turned out to be incredibly true, because there's some crazy people online, but and I'm but anyway, so we started like talking about it and just vibing, and we had all these ideas of how this body was going to look and what we could do with it, and I started mocking up things, and then we're like, all right, let's go for it. And so we started like, what do we need to do? So we started an Instagram page. And then I was like, all right, well, how do we draw people into it? Because we wanted to get artists to work with us, but we're just two schmoes, who who have this idea and we don't have anything to show for it. So first I started sharing like art of Earl Norem and Frank Fazada on the page, and then I started sharing like generated art that was indicative of what the ideas we were having, some ideas, and I think that's when you started following us. And then thankfully we got Desar involved with us, and we told him some of our ideas, and he started working with us. And then that's when we started showing the 2D concept art of characters. And then from there we were able to find a designer, and we went through a few designers, and then we're where we are now. So there it is.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's been a long road, but
Yeah,
it's been
long
fruitful.
road.
Long road, man.
Long. Oh man, we thought we were gonna be offering a figure. What, almost 2 years ago? We
Yeah,
thought we
yeah,
thought, oh yeah, we'll get this design, we'll throw this on, and we didn't even have all these characters planned in the beginning. It just kept. I'm always like thinking of characters, and Jason is too, and it just kept building and building, and here we are.
Okay.
That's
So
that's awesome.
okay, and now like we noticed you guys have involved Ken Coleman on the project, on the artwork design for the boxes and packaging.
yeah.
And for the ones who don't know, I mean, Ken Coleman and me, we're friends. I will say maybe like 11 years ago, maybe like 12 years ago. I don't know. I knew Ken Coleman because he's such an amazing photographer, and he does amazing art. And he's been working with Masters of the Universe forever. He's a huge Masters of the Universe fan, but not just that. I know Ken because Ken does art for the covers of metal bands like Morbid Angel and all those bands that I
Oh
listen
wow.
to. I'm a
Yeah,
huge I'm a huge metal fan,
yeah,
and Ken Coleman is a huge metalhead also like me. So he worked with Morbid Angel and all these big death metal bands. And I mean, everybody in the Motu Masters of the Universe community knows who Ken Coleman is,
mm-hmm.
and he's so I have artwork for him like everywhere on my toy room, and he's such an amazing friend and super talented guy. So how Ken got involved in the project with you guys?
We were, I'm just always scanning Instagram for inspirational art, and just following like a Masters of the Universe fantasy stuff. I came across his art, and Jason and I were just fans of his for the longest, and was like, man,
Yeah,
this stuff is really good. This is exactly what we want for our packaging, and we never thought we could get him involved.
yeah.
And
Oh my
Vonner,
gosh.
David Vonner, being the connections guy he is, and the great production manager he is, he was like, "Oh yeah, I know Ken. We'll get him on." Essentially, is what he said. And Ken has been an invaluable part of the team ever since. I mean, this guy, not only has he helped us with the art, but he's helping us through Medusa Customs, getting those warriors printed and painted right now. Medusa Customs is like one of the best customizers for Motu, in my opinion.
Yeah,
He's an
definitely.
amazing artist. I know him also. I talk to him on Instagram a lot,
Yeah.
and we share each other like our Instagrams posts and stuff like that. I noticed that too. That was my next topic with you guys. Like I noticed Medusa Customs is doing some of the stuff for you guys, and
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
guy, I think he's in Portugal, right?
he's in
No, Germany.
Germany.
He's
Germany.
in
Okay,
Germany. Yeah.
so
He
such
might
an
be
amazing
Portuguese though.
he's such an amazing talented guy, and he's involved with the project also. So that's insane.
We're
Yeah,
it's incredible how lucky I feel like I have been, because I got Jason on board, which I cannot do this without Jason. I
same
got
man.
Vonner, we got Ken, we got Desar, we got Penn, we got Orbis, we got Medusa, we got
Trevor.
Jorge, we got Trevor Williams.
Trevor Williams doing photography. That's
Yeah,
insane.
Mm-hmm.
it's like we're I don't know if we deserve all this, but we're so thankful for all the incredible we have. There's no reason why we should fail, because we have, if we fail, it's like my fault, because we have
No.
the best people we could possibly imagine working on this stuff for us. We got Jeremy Wilson, Monster Machine
Yeah,
Creations,
Jeremy Wilson.
doing
That's
Cronin
close.
head sculpt. We might have other people joining the team doing stuff that I don't want to speak on until it happens. But we're insanely lucky, and hopefully, people are seeing that in the figures we're offering. Well, I can't wait until we show off Medusa's print and painting of the
The
action
Warriors.
figures, the Warriors,
Oh, that
and
would be
and people
insane.
and people can
Yeah.
finally fully visualize what those characters are going to look like, and also our new our characters on the new body, and then we can start working our way down the tiers, so people will be more, excited to unlock these additional tiers. And if worse comes to worse, and we just fund, or even if we don't, we'll be more ready for the next time, with
Definitely.
everything finished.
Yeah.
Oh, you will. I mean, I have no doubt you're gonna be funded. Like this Kickstarter, like everybody's really, really, especially having so many people nowadays in the toy community and fans of like barbarians, knights, like all this fantasy world that you can mix and match with each other. You have
Yep.
Mythic Legions,
Exactly.
you have Savage Crucible, you
Hmm.
have A-Walk, you name it. Like the sky's the limit. And as a collector, talking from the collector perspective, and also photography, I love to mix and match when I'm taking
Oh man.
pictures, when I'm playing with my toys, and
Same,
on the
brother.
shelf is priceless, and that's
Yep.
one of the things that kind of like we were missing on that little aspect on the collection, like big bulky barbarians with crazy articulation. We were missing that,
That's
and
a good
you
point.
Exactly.
guys and you guys are filling that space, like in our
No,
collections.
We
when you
love to
think
fill
about
space.
the
Oh,
custom world, there's a lot of people like with Mythic Legions and stuff that can probably look at these figures and be like, "Ooh, I can actually," because I can already think about the African American buck. He would look awesome as a clamp champ. You
Oh
know what
my
I'm saying?
god, dude.
Like,
Emil Whitman doing some customs out of those figures. Imagine
Don't
that.
don't you dare get my hopes up. Don't you dare.
I mean, that's the thing nowadays is that people don't only buy action figures for what they're meant to be originally, but it's also to create their creations or their visions out of those figures and
Yeah.
use your stuff as a canvas to build upon and create a whole other universe. I mean, you never know. You might have like a brutal con, next
Oh
year.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
totally.
it could
Same.
happen.
Actually,
It's
actually, Jorge, to let know people, like Brutal Realm have a Facebook group already, so you can join to see all some exclusive images, exclusive information. You can go to the community. We have a Facebook group, where you can take a look on all these designs and all the info you need to know about it. Also, the Instagram page, Brutal Realm. Like, just go there and check and support this Kickstarter because I mean, listen, it's awesome. Like the figures are impressive.
Thank you.
Thank
yeah,
you
no,
so much, Carlos.
really
I got a
awesome.
I got a question. Those three barbarians, those right there, Jorge.
The warrior
And
barbarians, yeah.
yes, correct. Those figures, they're gonna come like how is gonna be the paint deco on those figures? How they're gonna?
So they're going to be Native Americans, going to have something true to that skin color, the European kind of like Cronin's almost golden, lighter skin complexion. And
Okay,
then the African darker skin complexion pretty much is going to be the same as Ogun. Um, and then they're going to come with loincloths, one weapon, additional hands, and they're actually going to come with boots as well, but the barbarian style boots that come on
oh wow.
Cronin and Chromin. That's another thing that we're looking forward to showing.
Well,
It's in
you
the
can swap
listing.
out bare feet for boots.
What's that?
You could swap out the bare feet for boots.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna
Awesome.
throw the bare feet in too because there was some mix up in the communication and showing in the offering. So we're gonna throw the bare feet in there as well. So you're really getting a great deal for these barbarian warriors. So hopefully people like them.
And
And
I got a question. Sorry to interrupt you. Now that you're talking about that, I was checking because when I back up the project, which I'm number 5, uh, I was trying to get there early. I was like, I want to be number 1,
yeah,
so I'm number 5. And
Oh man.
when I back it up the project, I went the all in, and it went to 190 something, right?
right.
And then I put the add-ons,
Mm,
right?
mm.
And it was like two something. But then I noticed down the road that you have another option next to that one, which is 215 or something like that.
Uh-huh.
What's the difference between those two?
If we go to rewards, we'll be able to see the different ones that you're referring to. So, um,
Rewards.
so
Yeah,
yes,
because I got confused and I was like, well, should I just cancel the
Is it
first
this
one
one
and
maybe?
get
The
this one?
yeah.
complete
Well,
all in, first wave all basic 204.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the other one. So the 192 is without the accessories. The 204 is with the accessories.
Okay, but that one is going to come with the 3 characters plus the 3 barbarians without the accessories.
The
yeah.
192
Oh,
is correct.
190.
okay. So what I did was add on the accessories on my pledge.
Yeah.
Okay, I
So
just want to. I
it might come out better for you if you were to switch it to. I don't know the math on it, but I think it might come out better for you to just switch it to the all in with the accessory pack.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because I didn't understand how the add-ons. I'm the one. It's me, guys, who is doing the rewards and
It's
the add-ons,
us.
and
It's
I'm
us.
trying. It's us, and I'm trying to figure out how this because Kickstarter is not built for this type of pre-order system. So we're all trying. All the toy companies who use this are like are making it work for changing it to work for them. So it doesn't like it should be a shopping cart system where you just add an item and then you can add as many of those as you want
Yeah,
you know
Right.
Kickstarter
and
is
then
so
a
difficult.
discount is added
Right,
on top
exactly.
maybe
Yeah.
based on how many you order, but it's not like that. You pick one thing, and then once you pick that one thing, you're not able to add another reward unless it's under add-ons.
Right.
So
Under add-ons.
yeah,
And it's
Yeah,
yeah.
you can't do
it
multiple
happened to
rewards.
Jason. It happened to Jason in this last Kickstarter they have,
Yeah,
like the wave 2, I think. Something like that similar happened, and even them that they'll have like experience on this,
yeah.
they still were like struggling in some of the stuff. And I mean, I can't imagine how difficult it is because Kickstarter is not that friendly in that
No,
matter.
no, it
No.
took me a while to figure out how to post another update. The first time I did it, it easily had a button that said update. And
Hmm.
I was like, great. And I went to the same spot looking to update the community again on the Kickstarter and let them know. And for days, I couldn't figure out. I was like, okay, maybe I have to wait 24 hours. And now I figured out that I've got to go all the way into this sub menu
Mm.
to find it and go to drafts. It's not user
Man, I'm
friendly.
gonna lose my number 5th spot.
Ah, we
Oh, if you
know you're number one in our hearts. So, also, keep it. I'm going to be doing a huge revamp of the Kickstarter. So anything. I'm going to be putting in new media in there. Some new showing new unlockable tiers, updating pictures. Probably this Sunday. So keep that in mind. I did some updating today with the international orders.
Yes,
That's
that people were asking about
yes, they
international,
were.
and
Yeah.
that's one of the key points because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you, and you
yeah.
know
Please.
this already, because you have Madosa Customs, which is in Germany. You
Hmm.
have Ken Coleman, which is in Ireland. Uh, you like the actual, I will say the actual fan base for this type of um, action figures, this type of artwork, barbarians,
Yeah.
masters of the universe style of characters in Europe, especially Germany,
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah.
That's what Ken
Like
was telling us. He was saying it is they have
yes,
such a huge fan base of Motu over there. It is
it's
just
huge.
crazy.
It's huge. It's
Yeah.
huge. It's huge.
Yeah,
It's huge.
we were trying to just offer our international orders through BBTS because we thought that it might just be uh, easier for international customers, and I thought they would get a better deal using their international shipping. But we're working on a deal with BBTS right now, so they will be offering figures on their site. But we came to realize that we just need to offer both, and then let our fans decide which they like more. We're going through the same company that we're doing our domestic shipping and sorting with is going to take over, is also going to do our international. And Jason, Spiro Toys, Animal Wars the Kingdom use them as well. Fulfill right. And we got a quote today, so we realized we would be able to offer international shipping at a reasonable price. Of course, it's going to vary based on the country you live in, and all that will be able to be factored in the backer kit. But we're definitely trying to get the best prices possible, and we hope this brings a whole big group of fans
Yeah.
to our
Oh
Kickstarter to
yeah, I
support.
I think it
mean,
will. I think the more options you give, the better the numbers.
Canada is a big market for you guys,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
also Mexico and Latin America, like
uh,
South America.
yeah,
Mm.
I'm talking by my like on my perspective because as a kid, I was born in Panama, Central America, and I'm a 70s, like late 70s, early 80s kid. And we grew up in Latin America. The whole Latin America was He-Man,
mm,
was
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
all about He-Man. And so, like to Thunder the Barbarian, Mytor, things like that. So the
Yo tengo el
Hercules,
poder. ¿Cómo se dice? I have the power en español. Yo tengo
yo
el
tengo el
poder.
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 So that's what I'm saying. Like that market, that Latin American market, will be really, really great for you guys. And also, well, people were asking also like, oh, I live in Canada. How I'm gonna do this or that, whatever,
Yeah.
like.
We're
And the
sorry for the
price,
delay, guys. We were just trying to get the best deal
no, no,
possible.
no, no,
So
that's fine. The price point is really good to me. Like
yeah,
Hey
it's
guys, let me interrupt really quick. Sorry. Articulated Times, Steve is saying that when he backed the all in, it only allowed him to buy one all in, and he wanted to buy multiples.
yeah,
It,
under rewards, you can only buy one reward, so you'll have to go. It should be under add-on. The same all in is under add-ons. So he should just he can just go to the add-on and add another one on. If that's not
Yeah,
in,
there's.
let
I
me
think you
know.
can actually add a quantity under there when you go to manage.
Yeah, when
You
you
can
go
go
to add-ons,
quantity.
you can add as many as you want. It doesn't make sense why you just can't do that under
Yeah, it
rewards,
doesn't make sense,
but
right?
it is what
that's
it is.
Kickstarter.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So the
So
price on the actual individual characters is um, 30
$36. $36.
$36,
Yeah.
correct? And the blanks figures.
The warriors, yeah, the barbarian warrior figures are $30
Okay,
during
perfect.
the Kickstarter.
Man,
Uh,
that's awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. That's
We're
a
we're
great price right
we're
there.
trying. We're trying. Hey, we're trying. We're almost losing our shirt on this, so hopefully we don't get too many chargebacks, and everyone
Man, the
buys multiple.
articulation looks incredible because the type of articulation, the type of joint you guys are using is really import style.
yeah,
Yeah,
I see how you could change the quantities in
yeah.
the add-ons.
You
There
can
you
change
go.
it, Jorge.
It's
Like
under
here, I
Yeah,
got
there you
add-ons.
go.
Yeah,
five.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one reward and then five more all ins. It comes out to 1,152.
yeah,
So yeah, you could do it.
yeah. So
Okay,
you can
cool.
choose the dollar reward tier, and then add on as much as you want. This way, if you don't want to buy one figure and then add on an all in, you can do whatever. You can choose the $1 pledge and then add on as much as you want. It's not intuitive, or I'm sorry, but use the add-on screen more than anything, than the reward tier.
So as of right now, um, you have a total of 7 unlocks, right? Which is Athena Warrior is the
Yeah,
7th
and it
one.
actually goes past that. We're waiting on some new media to show people how much farther we can go. Because Lion Lord, we have already, the media for that we can use. But there's the female warriors in between that we really want to show that people
Right.
can get. So we're
Yeah, we've
working
got
on.
a lot of positive feedback for females. Everybody wants the female.
Oh my God, dude! Listen, Sesame Studios, they make this gladiator type
They
of
do.
girls,
Yeah, they look good.
and they are amazing.
Hmm.
And right now, those figures in the aftermarket, they're going for $200 plus.
Yeah, they're sold out. I tried getting them when they had them in stock, and they were just sold out
Yeah,
so quick.
I'm working with Sesame Studios. I did like review of the last wave, which was the Roman guys, and
Yeah,
they're sending
yeah.
me figures so I can review on my YouTube channel
Oh,
and take
nice.
some photography and stuff like that. And man, I was talking to the guy, to the owner, and he's like, yeah, I mean, it's insane. And they're like, actually now they're working, and they retweak like the 1.0 body
Yeah, I
for.
saw that.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna kind of like redo some of the old characters in this new body type.
Mm.
Nice.
That's
So
smart. They're Minotaur. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my God.
oh,
Yeah, that
I
we're
have the two of
envious of
them.
that.
Hell
I have
yeah.
the two, and I have the red rhino.
Same. I got it too.
We
Yep.
we we they're probably a big inspiration
Hmm.
of why we're doing this as well. Because I have one of their gladiator figures, the one with the trident and the net. I
Yeah.
have him, and love that figure. And I was like, oh man, I want something like this for my own line. So
Those
Yeah.
uh,
miniatures, dude, like, and the material. I love.
yeah.
If you guys, let me tell you right now, as a collector, if
Mhm.
you guys are doing something similar with the plastic and paint apps, like the miniatures,
Yeah. It looks
dude,
great. Yeah.
That's what
that's
we're
it.
aiming to do. Yep. That's what we're aiming
That's
to.
it. That's it.
We're
Yeah.
we're
I
trying to
love.
we're trying
I
to get
love
the
the
best
type of
stuff.
plastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Like all the accessories, the loincloth. I mean, it's just going to be a nice, soft, pliable plastic, so it does not hinder articulation at all. Same with the long hair. Any barbarians with long hair, it's not going to hinder articulation,
Oh, that's
or,
amazing.
or at least it won't hinder it that much,
I
if
got a
at
question
all.
for you as far as creative. Who did the illustrations for the characters with the bios and stuff?
That's the
Uh,
Star Uartha.
They're really cool. I like.
Yeah, you got to check out his page because he does his own characters too.
Uh-huh.
But the ones he did for us, he does such a phenomenal job. So
Yeah.
good at interpreting
Oh man,
what we envision.
that one. Oof.
Yeah,
the
They
great
look,
General Khan, or the Great Khan. I'm sorry. Yeah. I love all that.
love this one right here, man.
Yeah,
the Pilgrim
that's
Skull.
no one does General Grimskull as well as Desar does. We're actually we keep asking artists to do his head sculpt because we want to capture Grimskull's or Desar's artwork so perfectly, and we want it to look just like that when it comes out, if not better. And it's hard to do because his art is perfect.
Yeah.
It's
It
like a
really is.
perfect marriage of like Skeletor, Darth Vader.
Mhm.
What?
Uh,
That's it. I never thought of that. That's an
yeah,
interesting.
Skeletor, Darth. I see Skeletor, Darth Vader, and what's that Mortal Kombat dude?
Oh,
The one that comes with the throne.
Oh yeah, I don't know his name.
oh, Shao Kahn.
Shao
Shao
Oh
Kahn.
no,
Kahn.
not Shao
No, no,
Kahn.
Shao Kahn.
It's what is his name?
It's
Is
not
it
Shao
Shao?
Kahn. Shao Kahn.
It is Shao Kahn. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is Shao Kahn.
I see elements of
See
those
it
three
now.
buried into this.
I see
It
it
looks
now.
so cool.
Yeah. We wanted to think like what's a badder baddie than someone clad in black with a glowing red sword and a skull helmet. I mean, you can't possibly think of a cooler looking villain than someone with those design points, in my opinion. So and yeah, we're excited to bring up. We really want to get all these tiers unlocked so we can show people what these figures. I mean, when these figures get produced, they're going to be something special, guys. Hopefully we get them all unlocked so people can see just how beautiful this and brutal this realm is that we've created. So especially
And
Owl King, yeah,
Oh my
with the
gosh, yeah.
with the story itself,
yeah,
um,
it's all Jason.
that's one of the things that I'm like really interested on it. Like how these characters or every single character have a different story, like aside from each other, or they're like interconnected. Like how's the
Both.
story?
Yeah, yep, both. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, they all have their own adventures in their own land, and then General Grimskull comes along and is like destroying the entire realm. And affecting everyone. Everyone thinks their own kingdoms, and there's some interplay in the kingdoms and the lands. But when this baddie comes through, that just affects everything, and a Shadar army that literally comes up out of our heroes' shadows. Um, that they have to somehow put away their differences and even their friendships, and come together to stop this big bad. So hopefully people are
That's
drawn to
cool.
it. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really
That's
awesome.
awesome.
And I got a question. There's any plans? Like I'm
yeah. And
thinking way
everyone's a main character
I,
essentially.
I'm
So
thinking way ahead, but there's any plans for you guys to make like different sizes, like different
Good
heights?
question. Great
Jason, you
question.
answer this one.
Yes. We have thought of we've thought about different sizes um, from the very beginning. We're like, oh man, we could do this at this size, and can you imagine if we just keep going up, like in increments. We're going to have a brute buck, which is probably going to be between 7 to 8 inches, um, eventually, and then also we're thinking about a titan who's probably 9 inches or bigger. Same articulation. Um,
And go down from that too.
and also
Yeah.
and also go down from that,
Mhm.
That's great. That's great.
like dwarves
Yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
great.
With articulation.
with articulation.
That's great. That's great.
Articulation, awesome sculpts, cool story, cool concepts, awesome designs. That's what Brutal Realm is all about. It's got some amazing stuff, some great content. It's a beautiful marriage. I love the vast collaboration that you guys have with so many talented people. You know,
Well, James is the most talented because he's coming up with the character bios, the story of Terran, where Brutal Realm exists with other coexist with other realms. Just his mind is a
It's
beautiful
all
thing.
AI. It's all AI.
Yes.
but yeah, man, it's awesome. You know, congrats. This thing is kick ass. I'm definitely gonna get a bunch of these, and
I am
I
too.
want to see more stuff unlocked. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
know for
same.
sure Lion Lord is something that once it becomes available, it's live. I think a lot of friends from this particular IG will definitely want to get that figure just
yeah.
because of how close knit
Hmm.
he is to that realm, and the inspiration. He looks awesome. I love the look of it. I love how you guys gave him like dreadlocks, and the beard. It's such a cool. Who came up with that? Did you guys think that out in your heads, or did you kind of let like a creator have free range on that?
It was kind of my idea. When I think of beautiful lions, I think of Africa, and who are the people that predominantly live there. I thought, if there's a lion, an anthropomorphic lion, it probably looks more like the people that are native to it or indigenous to it. And I felt like there wasn't a good representation in that. So I came up with that idea. and thankfully it's working. So and hopefully we can continue that if when we get Lion Lord produced, which we as long as we get funded, and eventually we're gonna bring all these characters to fruition, and we can continue. If people really are feeling that type of idea of showing anthropomorphic, human, cat people, indicative of the areas that those animals, jaguars are from South America. So like if there was a jaguar woman, she would have more South American features,
Got it.
so on and so forth. If there was a mountain lion, that can be indicative of Native America, or so on and so forth. So yeah, hopefully tigers are Bengal tiger, you know an Indian or Bangladeshi, or Bengal tiger kind of looking person, man. I think that would just be so cool.
It would be
So,
awesome.
yeah.
That's an awesome idea. Great, great thought process behind the inspiration for design
Thank
on
you.
those. But yeah, this super excited about this new toy line. If you guys don't know about it, you're hearing about it now. Go to kickstarter.com. I'm going to post the link. Let me see if I can do that here on the stream. There you go.
And once again, thank you guys, both of you, so very much for all that you do for us and
Oh,
with us.
pleasure.
I look forward to meeting you guys in person, and shaking your hands, and talking about our toys together, and playing with them, and maybe even playing Ken Art's what is it? His
Motu card game.
Motu
Yeah.
card game,
Card,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got to get those things, man. They look so cool. Maybe there would be a Brutal Realm card game one day, or maybe even,
Hey,
that would be cool.
that would
So
be dope.
yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Are you guys going to, what are your cons? What cons are you going to be going to this year?
Jason, take it away from here, brother.
We are going to Joe Lanta first. First up, that's September 26th, 27th, 28th.
Awesome.
27, 28, 29.
Ah,
I,
is it?
I think because my birthday's the 28th, so it's
Nah,
27,
that's right.
28,
Because
29.
that's right. Your birthday is in the middle
So
of
it'll be a great celebration.
it. Yeah.
It'll be a great celebration.
And if we can't, we're on the wait list for Legions Con, which is November 9th and 10th.
Fingers
We're on the wait
crossed.
list. Yes, fingers crossed. We're on the wait list for there. If anything, I'd like to attend that just because it's kind of a couple hours away from me, and I've
We're
never
gonna be
been.
there.
Oh, nice, cool.
I'm from New Jersey as well, so
Awesome.
but I hate people from New Jersey. We're the worst. Just kidding. That's a Northern New Jersey joke. But yeah, and also I think Vonner, we're talking about either New York Toy Fair or New York Toy. There's something else. New York Toy.
Oh,
No, it's the New York Tour Fair. Yeah.
New York Comic Con?
New York Comic Con. I don't
New
know
York
which
Comic
one it
Con.
is. I always
Which-
forget. I think it's the Toy. I'm not sure.
I thought
I
it
think
was
it's Comic Con.
He did say Comic-Con, but I thought it was
more
Toy
for
Fair.
press, and Comic Con is more like for like public to go there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
there you go.
I think it's the
So it
Toy
is
Fair.
definitely okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
Toy Fair is industry.
I mean Comic Con. I think
It's
it's the
definitely
Comic Con.
Comic-Con. Yeah, he did say Comic-Con.
That's happening in October.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that,
is it?
that'd be cool.
Oh, wow.
That would be
Oh.
great.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, I don't. Wow, I didn't think it would be that soon. That would be cool. I don't know if that's still happening. I'll have to hit them up about that. But yeah, and then I live here in Atlanta, so any things that are Atlanta based. At what is it? Toylanta.
Toylanta.
Joe
Go
Fest.
Fest. I was at. We're just walking around with my figure, bothering people. And then anything that we can get to. San Diego Comic Con, hopefully next year. PowerCon next year.
PowerCon.
That is
Yeah,
definitely one.
PowerCon is right now in standby. They didn't do PowerCon this year.
Yeah, I know.
But apparently that it's gonna be next year. So
I hope so.
What happened for it this year?
okay, so they lost the date
Hmm.
for the convention.
Oh, Oh,
apparently that's like you need to bet for the date,
Mm.
and apparently somebody else
oh
bet a little
man,
bit higher than them, and they lost the date, and it was too late for them to kind of like change.
counter. Yeah,
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but PowerCon was amazing in Ohio last year. I can't wait to revisit
that
that.
convention center is PowerCon is to me one of the best
mm.
cons I ever been. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, we had desires to premiere our toy line
that's right.
last year there.
Yeah, we did.
And
oh, that will be like great.
yeah, that was when we were still working on the 1.0 body. We had all the media ready. We were just trying to get the figure fixed, but we ended up just starting from scratch, and it's worked out for the best. So yeah, hopefully next year, PowerCon, San Diego Comic Con, we'd love to be at Legions Con definitely
Legion's
next year.
Con.
And any other cons that people think we should be at, hit us up. I'll probably be on the circuit, and then hopefully Jason can join me when he can. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
awesome, guys. So it's been a blast. Thank you for joining us. And
Thanks for
again,
having us. Appreciate you guys and all you do for us.
go to
yeah,
Kickstarter, back this project. Let's get brutal, people.
let's get
Let's
brutal.
get brutal.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Hey, you
Good
too,
night,
guys.
man.
Have a great evening. It was a pleasure.
Take care, man.
See you, Carlos.
All right. So the live is officially over.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Oh, no problem. I think he left.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Nah, so hopefully, dude, like the stuff that we worked on gets to see fruition.
Yeah, I mean it's all up to the tiers being unlocked, because I
Yeah.
don't want to show things that far out, because who knows what might change.
Yeah.
So because I'm already even talking to you just now about anthropomorphic animal people. I think that head sculpt, we need to just give it a little bit more African features to it, I'm thinking. But I don't know. We'll see. And then who knows what happens when we tool things out. We might have to do different tooling for the accessories, and might be able to add more stuff to it as well.
Right.
So
Yeah.
all of it's dependent on when we can get Lion Lord unlocked, because then that allows us to just start creating. So then we
Right.
can go full steam on all types of characters. So
Cool.
and
man.
I love what you did with the monkey, and that is perfect. Unfortunately, I think it's too close to the mark, and I think we're going to be at our strongest if we skew away from it more. So
Yeah. No, that's cool. I mean, I was just excited to be able to collaborate, like
that
I
thing's
said,
gorgeous.
getting into the toy industry and working on projects. I did some concept art for another toy line as well, and some other big stuff that's coming down the pike. But
You do
yeah,
great
man.
work, man.
Thanks.
I definitely want to work with you. It's just money is tight
Oh, I
right now.
hear you. I hear
So
you. But you know what? The way
I
I
still
look at
owe
it
you
is,
money. I owe you money.
it's cool, man.
I owe
I
you
know
money.
you guys are just trying to make it happen. So
I'm so
you
broke.
know, if you were like a big conglomerate, I already would send my invoice. But
You should. Yeah.
but
Don't
yeah,
let
man,
me
no,
don't let me ever forget that too. Seriously,
yeah,
I will pay you as soon as I have the money.
nah, it's
Yeah.
cool, man. And one thing that I wanted to tell you, Carlos and I are working on a toy line as well.
Oh wow.
We're way behind you guys, but our toy line is going to be monsters. It's like a
Oh,
monster universe.
oh, I love monsters.
So yeah, we're hoping to have something in prototype form by the end of the year.
Good luck with that. Good
Yeah.
luck with that. Who's your designer?
Well, right now we're working with Eric Sosa, which is a buddy.
Oh wow, yeah. Eric Sosa did Street Fighter stuff, right? It's
Yeah,
real.
Yeah.
He
he did
does really like muscular stuff, right?
super muscular.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I'm
but we're
excited.
doing like some hardcore monsters, and it's not really gonna be like a wave type of thing
Yeah.
like you guys are doing. We're gonna take our time. and just maybe kind of do one or two at a time.
Okay.
But we want to deliver the ultimate monster.
Well, be careful because one of our realms is Monster Realm. So don't tell me too much stuff because we're doing monsters too.
That's cool.
Hopefully in October with the Primal Buck, if the Primal Buck doesn't get funded, we're probably just going to add on like fur on the forearms and like how Sabretooth has like a thing and
Right.
do a werewolf type figure for that. But
That's cool.
yeah. So
Yeah, no, that's cool. Like our stuff is going to be more pricey. It's going to
good
be
for
more
you. Good for you.
probably more like Mezco type stuff.
Good,
But
good, good. It's
we're
a struggle
still.
at this price point.
Oh man, yeah.
We're
We're still.
working with very, very slim profit margins, and people are like, "Why this?" And I'm like, we're barely making any money, and I'm poor already, so
Yeah.
I should be trying to get more money, but I can't help wanting to give the best deal possible. So,
No, I hear you, man. But that's awesome, James. Well, thanks a lot, man. You have a good night, and
hey,
we'll be in touch.
good luck to you guys. Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Any help you guys need. We don't have much. I would recommend going to people who have a better idea, but Jason and I are always here for you. So,
Cool, man. Thanks a lot, bro.
Thank
all
you,
right,
man.
brother.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Take it easy.
I don't know how to leave.
You just hit leave studio. You put it on. I think you went off camera. Okay.